Yes, you can. Well, here it is, right before your very eyes, the Nintendo Switch Lite, which could be yours, of course, courtesy of our friends at DION. And here to tell us a bit more about this incredible device and why it is that you should want it, our resident tech expert, Brian Smith. Good to have you. So how are you, man?
I'm good, thank you very much for having me.
Happy Monday.
To you as well.
Start of a brand new week, man. Okay, so the Nintendo Switch Lite is what we're talking about right now. Obviously, everyone knows about the Nintendo Switch, so let's quickly talk about the differences between the two consoles.
So it definitely is free roaming.
That is it, yeah.
Thank you. So this is essentially many people might remember the Nintendo Switch coming out a few years ago. I think Nintendo did the idea of nostalgia really well.
Yeah.
And this was essentially a console that you could take anywhere and do anything with. So it has sort of a detachable display with two gaming consoles called controllers called Joy-Cons on the side, and you were able to dock it into your television set. So you can use it as either a desk-bound or a plasma unit-bound console, or you can take it with you.
Yeah.
The Switch Lite essentially takes this in an entirely new direction, so it's entirely a handheld, free-roaming gaming console that the controllers are actually attached to the gaming console itself. And this is really perfect, I think, for anyone who wants to go gaming on the go. It sort of reminds me of many of the it's free roaming. It reminds me of many of the gaming consoles that many of us might have grown up with.
Yes.
Sort of the old Nintendos of yore. And this, I think, is really an exciting game format to get
Did you just say the Nintendos of yore?
Yeah, the Nintendos of yore.
You are so festive right now. Wow. All right, let's talk about the games that are available on the Nintendo Switch Lite, and also from a graphic point of view, is it satisfying for, you know, the regular gamer out there?
So the really cool thing about the Switch Lite is that it can actually handle all of the same games as the Switch, the main Switch itself, except for those that were only available in the dock mode, where you had to dock it onto a controller that would connect to a plasma TV, for example. But this essentially has the same fidelity as the original unit, which is really exciting for anyone who wants to get to grips with all of the latest Switch games.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful. And what about battery life? Because, of course, as a handheld free-roaming device, you'll be using it on the go, so you would like to have battery life that's quite good. Huh?
So the coolest thing about this is it actually has better battery life than the original Switch.
Oh, wow.
So you can get up to 8 hours, obviously playing at full fidelity on this console itself. So this is absolutely perfect for anyone who's on the go, long commutes, want to break up their workday with some games in between. The unit itself, although smaller, is slightly thicker. There's this larger battery inside, and you'll get the same screen fidelity as with the main Switch itself.
Yeah. What about the feel, especially from a controller point of view? Does it feel good on the hands?
I absolutely love the way Nintendo styles their consoles, because you just have this really familiar feeling in hands. If you've played a game on an old Nintendo console a couple of years ago, this is exactly the same feeling. It feels really familiar and intuitive, and it's exactly what you just want to grip and get to games with.
Yeah, it looks really, really good over there, eh?
Absolutely.
So what would you say, which kind of game is this intended for at the end of the day, ultimately?
I think this is intended for the kind of person who perhaps doesn't have a lot of time at home or in front of a main screen, one enjoys games, enjoys the online experience, but wants to be able to move around, perhaps has a commute to job or goes to school, for example, university.
Yeah.
This is absolutely a no-frills-spared console that I think is perfect for the person on the go.
Wonderful stuff. Thank you very much, Brian Smith, taking us from the gaming consoles and Nintendos of yore to the Nintendos of now. What? Anyway, so to stand a chance of winning the Nintendo Switch Lite or the other two incredible prizes, just SMS the keyword DIONWired, then your name and email address, and send that over to 33728. And we could be calling you live on Friday to pick a box and reveal your prize. Plus, when you SMS in, you also stand a chance of winning that 30-second tech dash worth a whopping 100,000 Rand in a DION Wired. Remember that SMSs cost you R1.50, no free SMSs apply, and that all T's and C's can be found on our website, expressoshow.com. This particular competition closes and ends on the 15th of November at 9 a.m. in the morning, so good luck and get entering.
Stream Fireplace.
DION Wired, where humans go for technology.